When that dame comes to the front, all young people go to the back.
Como sisters and brothers here, we appreciate all the little ones to the elders coming out to dance for us this morning. Say thank you. Clear space for them over there. Give them some space to get by, please.
And as the sun starts to come up, we want to continue with our program. We're really grateful for this fire, for the people who came and did this, stayed the night and slept here to make sure that this fire would be here to welcome us this morning on this sacred morning. I want to acknowledge those who aren't with us this year. Lenny Foster, who's usually with us, Bill Means, who's usually with us. We just want to acknowledge them because Lenny's in the hospital, and then Bill's at my Uncle Ted Means is honoring today. He's a AIM leader from a long time ago. So we're going to start out with Andrea Carmen, who is the Executive Director of International Indian Treaty Council, to welcome you.
You look beautiful this morning. You're all so beautiful, and my heart is full to see each and every one of you, and also those that are listening through KPFA. We're here to give thanks. We're here to remember what happened to our peoples and to dedicate ourselves to a better future for our future generations. We're giving thanks for the coming of our grandfather, Akchaita'a, as we say in my Yaqui language, our grandfather the sun, to bless us on this sacred day, the sacred morning. The light's coming. There's still one star in the sky. We call it the morning star, is still blessing us as our grandfather the sun is beginning to come over the horizon. We're here to tell the world, to tell this country in particular, to tell the entire world, and to send our voices, thoughts, and prayers into the universe, to give thanks because we are still here. We have the sacred fire. We have these dances. We have the drum. We have the tobacco and all of the ways of prayer of our ancestors. And we remember those that gave their lives, that made the ultimate sacrifice so that we would continue to live, and not just live, but live in the ways of our ancestors to this day. And that's why we're here, brothers and sisters. We're here to give thanks for each and every one of our beating hearts and the lives of our grandchildren and the lives of our future generations and these birds and the animals and the plants that give us life. We have a lot to be thankful for. We're also here to remember the truth in history, as our Aloni sister Anne-Marie said to begin with. And I just want to remind you that the very first Thanksgiving Day was declared officially in 1637 by the governor of what was called Massachusetts Bay Colony at the time. But this was not a Thanksgiving declared as we all learned in school, because the Pilgrims and the Indians sat down for a beautiful feast of traditional foods from this land that we gave the world, like the wild turkey and the pumpkin and the squash and the corn. No, this day was declared, the first Thanksgiving, to give thanks for a massacre by those settlers against the Pequot Indian people. 700 unarmed men, women, and children were killed during their green corn ceremony. And that's why the first Thanksgiving was declared. And we're here to remember those peoples that were sacrificed and ask that those leaders, like the one that declared Thanksgiving Day and continue it as a holiday in this country, that they remember what happened and give honor to those whose lives were taken from all of our nations. We're not here to condemn anybody. We're here to stand together in all the four sacred colors of our peoples and give thanks for our lives and for our Mother Earth, because she's suffering today too. We're also here to remember that it's 41 years, just a few days ago, since the occupation of this island by Richard Oakes and many other California Indians and American Indians that stood firm and for the first time declared to the world that we are still here, that we have our rights and we have our ways. And there's a direct line between the occupation in 1969 and the adoption at the United Nations of the UN Declaration on Rights of Indigenous Peoples that now only the United States refuses to endorse. What